Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Blaze and welcome back to Captive Minecraft. In the last episode, we were finally able to get into the Nether Fortress, which means that we have access to blaze rods. There was a chest full of them. And with that, we can do a lot of stuff, including going to the end, which is what we're gonna do today. Where is that? We need our spyglass. But, yeah, between episodes, I did a little bit of work. Not much. I did a little bit of enchanting. I did basic enchants on our iron armor. Nothing major other than the feather falling is important. I do have a power 4 book and a power 4 bow. I don't have any infinity stuff, but power 5 should be good enough for the dragon. And we need to make another golden apple. Because I got some stuff. I have some stuff. I also dug up some sand. I wish there was a place where we can get a lot more sand, but I haven't found any yet. So we have a couple of friends right over here that I would like to. We're gonna take these guys. Let's go right here. I just want to move these guys so they're a little bit closer together. I'm going to try to hit them both. And this is how I moved them before. This is how I got them there. Basically, I had both these guys drop down from our mob farm. And I got them in the corner. I dropped them down and brought them across. Just so that I could get them out of there without everything else coming. And just put them in a boat and drove them over here so they'd be protected from sunlight. And so now we should be able to, if we just throw that, and we'll have 2 villagers very soon. So they are going to be low health, which is unfortunate. But I'm going to get them to safety. In fact, while we're sitting here, isn't this place? Yeah, we can bring them right over here. And I'm just going to bring them down here for right now. Eventually I might, well, eventually I am going to make a villager breeder, and I'm not entirely sure how I want to do that. We're going to need to do a couple of things. One of the advancements is to trade with a villager at build height limit. We also just need to trade with a villager, so that's something that we'll hopefully be able to do. But yeah, I'm going to get these guys bred up so that we can get a bunch of villagers. We'll probably end up having a iron farm at some point, because that seems like a really good idea. And then I can start using iron tools constantly. We'll have plenty of iron for when we get a beacon eventually. And just in general, it will be good. So, yeah, we're going to go to the end today. We need to do a few things. One, we need to enter the end portal. We're doing that currently. We need to look at the Ender Dragon through a spyglass, which should not be a problem. And hopefully these guys don't, like, attack each other or anything. We don't have any nether wart, so I can't make healing potions yet. So I'm going to have to be really careful with these two. But worst case scenario, I just make more. We might end up making a there is, oh yeah, there's a lot of darkness right over here. We might end up making a gold farm at some point. I don't know if that's something that's going to be in the cards or not, but something that we should probably consider. Are you guys done yet? Should be relatively soon, right? It takes, like, I can't remember how long it takes. It takes a couple of minutes. So let's just make sure we have light in places that need to be. That goes down to the first level cave, which I did clear out at some point. It was kind of a pain, but not too bad. Let's put a torch there. So yeah, we have a lot of things that we can do now, and I don't have to do too much, like, prep work for most of them. A lot of it is just kind of getting enchanting together and all that kind of fun stuff. But we'll see what kind of trades these guys have. You are a, I think it's a butcher, and then some sort of armor smith or weapon smith. I'm not entirely sure on that one. But, yeah, we have a very full mob farm. We still need to get a few things. Hey, summon new cats. Alright, well, all of the cats are here. I'm gonna have to research how to tame them because I don't actually know. I've never messed with the cats or anything like that. At some point, we do need to get all of the cat variants. And I don't think there's anything right now. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff. Eventually we will get a potato. That is something that I'm looking forward to. You are still taking a little bit of time. Oh, you don't have a job. Okay. Let's take you around the corner. And hopefully you will convert at some point. Please don't hurt my villagers. Alright, and we can get you in here. We could potentially even... I'm probably going to have to make... Yeah, I'm going to make an iron farm at some point. Because I realize we're going to want to get... we're going to want to get a... what's it called? Minecarts. We're going to want minecarts. Minecarts are going to make villagers a lot easier to transport and all that kind of fun stuff. Cool. You're done. You dropped your stuff. Alright, let's get you inside as well. Nice and protected as long as I keep the door shut. And I don't know that cats despawn, but I'm going to have to look that up actually real quick. We're going to do a couple things, but I don't know much about the Minecraft cats anymore. Since they changed them from the ocelots, I don't know like anything about them, I'll be honest. But do we have more boats already crafted? I don't think we do. Mob drops can all go in there. Let's grab some wood. And let's just make a ton of boats. Do boats stack? No, not in this version. Alright, that's a lot of boats. That's okay. So we're gonna get them in boats just so that they... I don't think anything attacks cats. But at the same time, I don't want cats to attack anything that we have. And I also don't want them to like get out. I believe you can breed cats. I think that's something that we'll have to do. Yes, you can breed cats. And so we do need to get all of the various variations. There are 11 of them. That is an advancement as well. Alright. Maybe I can just do this. And everybody's in a boat. You're both in a boat. So that's fine. That'll work for now. Okay. So yes, we've got the zombie doctor. We can also potentially trade with a villager. What we're gonna do, I don't really care about this right now, so we're just gonna pick this up. That is literally just because wheat seeds would fill up my inventory if I didn't do something with them. But let's put this here. Do either of you want to interact with it? I don't know if they can from a boat. Let's close off this side. And I'm going to have to do something with the villagers at some point to make things a little bit nicer. Let's completely close this off. just so that we don't have baby zombies running in here. Let's see. Can we make... I don't know that we have... let's see. Valuables. We can make a minecart. But I don't think we have any rails, so we'll have to go down below. Let's actually just go do that. We are going to trade with a villager before we head to the end. I just want to basically get as many advancements as I possibly can in one fell swoop. And I do want to see, it looks like there's a cave over here. There is still more stuff everywhere. Oh, and I still have that on. I should probably turn that off. It does tend to cause lag, frame rate issues and all that kind of stuff. Having the light mod on, but let's head down. We have a lot of stuff to do, and I kind of decided we have a ton of arrows. We have over a stack and a half of arrows from our mob farm. That might be enough to deal with the dragon, but if it's not, we'll deal with it at that point. I should probably take a chest just in case. I should probably remember. There it is. I was like, wait, I know it's around here somewhere. So there is a lot of stuff that we still need to kind of find and do, and there's a lot left. We need to get a potato at some point, and I don't know if the villagers can give you trade a potato to you or not. That is something that we'll have to kind of, I guess, look out for. Are there any rails? Yes. There are at least some rails. Alright, we really only need the one. But if I can have a few more would not be bad. Let's actually come down here and light things up. Gold is nice to find. Gold is going to be important for a variety of things, but if we can eventually get a gold farm in the nether, and if you don't know how that works, it's zombified piglins, aka zombie pigmen. That is the way to get infinite gold. There is a couple of variations of farms. I don't know what kind we'd make, but it might require us to do some shenanigans to get above the nether roof. It's usually the best place to do stuff like that. But that is something that we'll kind of consider for a later date. And a lot of this stuff, I'll be honest, I'll probably build off camera because it's just easier. Like an iron farm. An iron farm is going to be great. And we can even use better stuff. And then once we have iron, we can make hoppers. We can do a lot of automation. We can do a lot of better mining because we can just make a bunch of iron picks. If you have infinite iron, why not make iron picks? And it's just gonna be good in general. The question though is always where to put it and how large of a farm. There are tons of tutorials, and I would probably just go look one up. But let's head back up. We're gonna try to get this villager in a minecart because I don't believe that they can interact with a workstation. Maybe they need a bed. I don't think they do. I think they do if you're breeding them. They need to have some beds, but it's been a while since I've done anything like this. So yeah, neither of them have done anything. Let's get minecarts. Alright, let's take you here. And we're just gonna build up a little box around it. And you know what? We could just do this. This is very temporary, but it will work. And we'll just do something like this. I didn't need to go get the minecart or anything like that, but it's fine. So then F3B, break the boat, and now if you would be so kind to do something with that. You know what, we have some wool. Let's even put a bed. Mob drops 1, 2, 3. You know what, we have oak. We can just use the oak wood. Alright. So we are going to want to have plenty of blocks. I'm going to need to get more blocks, which is also kind of a thing. But that's okay. So do you want like a bed? I'll give you a bed. Now go be productive. And we'll come back to him in a minute. Okay, so let's see. What can we do? We mostly just need to go to the end at this point. That is going to open up a new chapter. And I don't know what to fully expect from the end. Let's actually... Two stacks of blocks is probably more than enough. Let's get some wood so that we can make a chest. And I have literally all the arrows in my person. We have a power 5 bow. I don't expect to be able to make like break any blocks. I don't know how the world border acts in this version of Minecraft, I'll be honest. Have you decided to become a farmer yet? No? Over there. There's a workstation right here. Would you like to become a farmer? Go over there. Alright, let's do some... Oh, nope, nope. Okay. Oh, you wanted to become a fisherman. Ah. Okay, well that's fine. You know what, let's just do this. And we'll push you in. Oh my gosh, I'm getting pushed around by so many things. There you go. Okay. You can be a fisherman. So 4 coal. Alright. That is fine. You know what? That works. I can live with that. Let's grab just enough cobblestone to get us back up to a full stack. And I'll clean that up later. I'll actually clean that one up. That one's a lot easier to clean up. But you want 4 coal? I think I can do that. That is a free trade. So let's just do this. And perfect. We have more cats. Okay, perfect. I guess. I'm not surprised that the villagers is what is giving us all the cats, but let's get more of these boats up there. Those are our first emeralds as well. We'll put the emeralds there. So obviously there is a lot of things we can do to kind of make sure that we have basically everything we need. It's a jelly cat. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's just get in here. We'll put a boat there and get them to go into the corner. Get over there. So we have to tame all these cats, plus there's one more. Hey, get in the boat. They really... Perfect. Okay, is there any more cats? I don't know. But it looks fine. Let's just do this just to make sure that nothing ran away or anything like that. We do have a lot of stuff to do. That's just a flower. Okay. So I'm going to do research on the cats, and we'll deal with that later. We'll bring the cats, and we'll have the cats in a pen somewhere down here. But let's see. We can get rid of this stuff. We'll take the bed, and we'll sleep down in the darkness down below. We're going to take some bottles, because I would love to have Dragon's Breath. That's going to be useful for later. And if we can avoid... I don't know if there's advancement for resummoning the dragon, but if we can avoid that, I would love that. But if we have to, it's not that difficult. It just depends on what the world border situation's like. So let's head to the end. We're going to probably fight the dragon, but we might not. We'll see. We'll see how things turn out. But at the very least, we can head to the end and do all that stuff. So things that we still have to do with villagers, other than obviously making an iron farm would be nice. Getting the what is it? Librarians. I was like clerics. No, it's not clerics. It's the librarians. Librarians would be very useful. Clerics also would be useful, but not nearly as much anymore. Clerics can give you redstone and lapis, I do believe, as well as glowstone. I don't know if there's a trade that will get you nether wart, but that's something else that we could always be on the lookout for. But let's just head down to the end portal, and down here, so we do have some regen potions. We have soul torches. That is going to be really important for the iron farm. And I've got to remember, I think it's this way. It's been a little bit since we've been over in this area, and I don't quite remember where to go. It's right here. Let's get some torches in here just to make things a little bit nicer. Alright, perfect. So we have 12 ender pearls. And with those 12 ender pearls, we have 12 slots of stuff. So we should be able to make 12 eyes of ender. And just 1, 2, 3. Oh, don't break, don't break. I don't know if that's a break noise or if that was... Oh, no. It's not the end of the world, but it certainly is annoying. Is there a cave above this? Oh, no. So I might have to go get another ender pearl. We might have another ender pearl. That is an unfortunate mistake. I knew it was going to happen. I just knew it was going to happen. I think it broke. Or it's very high up from 95, 2343. Let's go up. We're also going to go ahead and set a bed here. Just do it right there. New spawn point. Alright, let's see. 43. It was like 90 something. Down and then back up. So yeah, that is very unfortunate. Let's just explore up here for a minute, and I will probably have to go get another ender pearl and blaze powder, which is kind of the worst of it all. So yeah, I don't know. Also, there's so much tough here, and I do wonder, why is there so much? This is tough, right? Yeah. There's a big vein of tough, and I do wonder about that. Anyways, I think we're gonna end the episode off here. This episode has gone on long enough that I don't want to try to go fight the dragon right now, just because of, you know, the whole situation of we need to get another ender pearl. What do we have over here? Alright, let's break you. We get... Oh, no. We need to have correct tool and or something. I don't know what the whole deal is with the deep dark stuff. I can't remember. I don't know if you have to have silk touch or if it's just you have to have if you just have to have the right tool, which would be a hoe. But oh well. Yeah, that Eye of Vendor is lost if it ever was something that we could get back. So I'm going to go grab another Eye of Vendor. I'm going to kind of do whatever last minute preparations I need for getting to the end and dealing with the end. We're going to fight the dragon next time, and hopefully it goes well. Worst case scenario, I have to grind out a bunch of levels, get a good bow, and that's really all you need with the dragon. It's not that big of a deal. It's not that hard of a fight. You just got to kind of have, honestly, infinity and like power, and you're fine. You need to have the arrows. But we'll see what the end holds for us. I might go ahead and, while I'm upstairs, deal with the cats a little bit. But yeah, taming the cats is going to be the big thing. And then figuring out which variation I don't have and how to get that. Maybe we get the last variation when we do the last villager quest, which is, let's see, adventure? Trading with a villager at build height limit. So way up in the air. So that is going to be it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We did villager stuff. We've got more area, and yeah, I've got to get to building farms in the near future. So that's going to be the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.